Get away. Let me take you on a getaway. Get away. Let me take you on a getaway. Get away. Let me take you on a getaway. Get away.
But you wouldn't kill him.
No.
Kill Jews?
You just send him back to Africa.
Yeah.
That's where he came from.
But you all brung us here.
No,
You all brought us here.
the Jews
You
brought
all
you here.
brought us
The
here.
Jews brought you here.
Gave you.
White Christians had nothing to do with it.
Why are they clapping, bro? What? No way.
How this look? Well, if your four white fathers thought we was some monkeys and some dogs and stuff, why did your four white fathers rape us? For my four ancestors or the rest of these four ancestors in here? Why did they rape us? And you so much monkeys.
Not bad, I can't hear
Why
shit.
did they rape us? Or why they beat us and stuff? Why they touch us? Because I heard nobody don't touch
You're
no
gonna have to
monkey.
repeat that. I can't understand what you're saying.
What? Go ahead.
Why are you mad? What's up?
You take it out on everyone.
Damn.
Everyone didn't do that to you.
Excuse me?
I said, why do you take it out on everyone? Everyone didn't hurt you.
Listen, I have a black friend in school. I have nothing against blacks. She has nothing against me. She understands where I'm coming from.
No, she don't. No, she don't. Look at her,
The
bro.
Holy Bible, it says it right in the Bible.
Yeah.
Excuse me, I'm a Jew, and I just like to say that, you know, in our Bible it says that you're like animals.
What Bible are you reading from?
The Bible that was made a long, long time ago, and your Bible was just made because you wanted to. You wanted to make a Bible.
The Jews crucified our God.
The what?
The Jews are responsible for crucifying our God.
Well, I just want to know, why don't you like Jews? They're just like you. They have 10 fingers, 10 toes. They have the same hair. Just why don't you like them?
I'm sorry, bro. This is hilarious, bro. It's in my teeth, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
The devil's still there. They crucified my God. How am I going to like somebody that crucified
No way.
What?
How am I going to like somebody that crucified my God?
Excuse me, the Jews did not crucify your God because crucifixion wasn't a Jewish way of killing somebody. It was a Roman way of killing someone.
And they
Where do it say that, will you tell me where do it say in the encyclopedia or anywhere else that, blacks are not supposed to be in this world or anything? Tell me where is that at?
Where did...
The blacks are the beasts of the field. It says it right in your Bible.
The what?
The blacks are the beasts of the field. Why don't you pick up a Bible and start reading instead of just...
I'm Christian. I'm just like you, but I don't think it's right to be against all these people. We're all equal.
Well, you have a right to your beliefs, and I have a right to my beliefs. I didn't come here to force this into your mind. I was asked to come here to explain how I feel.
Why is it
That is
you
not how
think
she
that blacks
feel.
are not equal to whites?
It says it right in the Bible. We're God's chosen people, and God's chosen people are better than any other.
Where? Let's hear. Wait. Who wants to
I'm not here to
talk?
get criticized or to talk.
Well, why don't you go to a black church and find out yourself?
I wouldn't accept
Sit down.
into a black church.
Excuse me, the young lady over there, you said you didn't hear. I think I'll just make that a little bit clear for you.
Uh-oh.
She said that if we're such trash and all that, why did your people go and rape black women?
I never heard of that. Black men walk down the streets in cities like this and rape our white women.
Okay, why is it that all these very smart kids who go to church on Sundays, who go to, let's say some of them go to temple on Saturdays, they are black and they are white, how come none of them are getting this message of hate that is coming from you? How come? And they're reading the same Bible. You know what I mean? It's like, don't you suddenly worry that when you grow up in this world and go out, don't worry about this talk show, you're going out into this world. And in this world, in this country, there are going to be people always saying to you, how dare you, how dare you live a life of such hate and so defile the American dream? Answer me.
I came on here. I have black friends. I said, I don't hate black people, okay? If they start with me, then I'm going to start with them. But I could get along with black people just as good as you can.
Doesn't look like it.
Jews?
I don't like the religion.
Okay.
Personally, I won't go anywhere near them.
But what you're talking is you're saying, I'll go and I'll kill them. Doesn't that strike you? Is there some?
When
Isn't
our
there
God
some?
returns, I will.
Yeah. What if you're wrong? Do you ever worry about that?
No.
You don't worry. You don't worry that one day God may come back and say, "I never ever taught you to hate."
No.
Amen.
God is hate. God is not love like everybody else is saying. The Bible is full of hate and war.
God is hate? Who told you this?
The Bible, it says it right in the Bible. If people would open their eyes and read the Bible.
Okay, somebody stand
It
up.
literally says in the Bible,
God loves
God is
everybody
love.
in this world. He made us.
Okay, when we come back, we're
They
gonna
just
talk to kids in the
blabbering, bro.
audience who have
Ain't
been
no
victims
way.
of racism. Please don't go away.
God is hate. That's crazy. She gonna know something, bro. Let's keep this. She gonna know something. Tell us so God is hate. That's nah, bro.
I'm Jerry Springer, and we're talking with child racists and an audience of their peers. Now, let me ask you kids, how many here feel that they have been a victim of racism or discrimination? Let me go to you here. Tell me your story.
Oh, a couple of things happened. Once on the way home from school, people have called me Kike and Dirty Jew, and they've chased me home from school, and I've got things thrown at me before, just because I was Jewish. And one time after a basketball game, when we were shaking hands, they just came up to us and called us Dirty Jews and started shoving us.
Let me ask you, do you think that's okay?
Well, I wouldn't say that in front of somebody, and I wouldn't make fun of them just because of what they are. But I mean, they shouldn't make fun of them in front of them.
But behind their backs, it's okay?
No, but
If when you walked out of here, all of a sudden the audience would say when you left, God, do you see how short she was? Wouldn't that hurt?
No.
Or it wouldn't hurt? No. If somebody made fun of your religion, if somebody said, boy, I wish I could beat her up because of the way she believes in God, would that hurt? You don't mind that?
well, that's what they think.
What do you cry about? Do you ever cry?
No.
You never cry? Now, I'm not here to embarrass you. I've never met a human being that doesn't sometimes cry. Do you cry about anything other than physical pain?
I cry, but I don't know why. Not about not about big things like races. She cries about little things, like when her friends can't sleep over or anything.
Yeah, but have you ever been hurt? Have you ever had people make fun of you?
Yeah,
And it never hurts?
it hurts.
Of course it hurts.
Yeah. And do you like, and that's okay? That's an okay way to live, to have people make fun of other people?
Everybody gets threatened and everything with like peers of my own age through their life. I mean, it's a common, everyday thing.
And that's okay?
I wouldn't go up.
Gosh, I'm
I wouldn't
sorry.
go up to him and start pushing him.
No?
Because.
But you'd kill him. I asked
When
you.
when the time comes, I will.
God says.
When God says, but not right now.
Talk to me. Tell me about that. Explain to me.
Guys, please don't listen to what the heck she's talking about. God is not hate. God is love. It says in the Bible a bunch of times. I don't know what she's talking about. Please don't. This some scary stuff, bro.
When the time, because first of all, I want to be ready because I want to know where you're going to be. Okay?
We're everywhere.
So, yeah. No, with all due respect, thank God.
And it's not even her fault, bro. It's the parents' fault, bro, for teaching her stuff like this, bro.
God, you're not everywhere.
We will be.
Thank God you're not everywhere.
More
But
and more
okay,
people every day
tell
are
me,
waking up.
Explain to me when the day comes, how you're going to be killing people.
Are you serious right now, bro?
With whatever
Honest
reason he is.
anything.
The what?
We're gonna fight for our God, for our white race.
Who's
Well, I tell
clapping,
you what, why
bro?
don't you come up here for a second? Yeah.
Tell the people who's clapping to
Because I want you
stand
to
up,
see the
bro.
human being you're talking to, okay? And tell them you're Jewish, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you're wearing a yarmulke. So, and when you wear your yarmulke, it's very visible to people who otherwise wouldn't guess that, in fact, you are Jewish. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, instead of just talking, I want you to explain to him how one day you're going to kill him.
It's simple. When the time comes and our Yahweh returns, he will go down just like the rest of them.
Who is clapping? They just
You
clapping
would
at
have no
anything at
problem.
this
Let's
point.
say last night you got the word. You would have no trouble coming up to this young man and killing him. What,
Nope.
with a gun, with a knife, with what?
Anything.
What makes you think that there's enough of you to kill out all the Jews and everybody that you want to kill out?
We're all over the world.
You may think it's just
So
us,
are
but
we.
it's a lot more.
Yes,
I have
okay.
I have a lot of skinhead friends that would have no problem killing you.
Yeah. You know, I'm losing my function here as a talk show host, and I recognize that, but that's okay because this issue is bigger than being a talk show host. You can have a seat. Thanks a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
What scares me with all this is that you weren't born evil. You weren't born bad. And what's scary about all of this is that behind every one of these 5, which once were beautiful young babies, somebody has put this in their minds.
Nobody did.
Nobody
What? Excuse me?
We found it out for ourselves.
You found out?
No one put it
My
in our
dad
mind.
does
No
not
one
force me to believe in
indoctrinated
what I
us.
believe in.
You
He
went-
said,
Somewhat we heard about
Wait,
it.
let
We-
him talk. Go ahead.
We found it out for ourselves
How'd you find it out?
in the Bible.
What? Who told you that was the interpretation of the Bible?
Somebody told us, but we had a choice if we wanted to believe it or not, and we believed it.
My dad didn't just hammer it into our heads.
No, does your dad disagree with what you say?
No.
Your dad agrees with what you say.
Yes.
my mom.
Are you serious right now, bro? Are you serious right now?
Doesn't.
Yeah. Your dad does? Yeah. What does your mom say to this?
She hates it, but she can't tell me what to do with my life.
Nobody can. It's our lives.
Would you kill your mom?
No.
Why not?
She's not a Jew.
Is that the only evil in the world? Let's find other victims of racism. Go ahead. You've been a victim of racism?
Yes.
Tell me how it happened.
Okay, I went over to one of my friend's house because he is white, and and I went over to the park, and I went over there and there was all these white people in there up there saying, "You nigger this, you nigger that," and I was sort of getting really upset. But deep down inside, I felt really sad about that. And this one
No, you wasn't.
white boy came up to me and hit me, and I hit him back, and then we started a fight. Then the neighbors had to come over and pick us up.
And he just hit you because you're black.
Yes.
Did you go home and talk to your parents and say, what kind of a human being is that? What kind of talk did you have with mom and dad?
Well, I asked my mom and dad, why do white people hate blacks? And why do white people hate Jews?
We don't hate blacks.
We don't hate blacks.
We don't hate blacks because we don't hate you.
We just believe that the races should be separated.
Yeah.
Remember in Matthew it said, love thy neighbors as thyself.
What's wrong with being proud of my white race and trying to
You
keep
could
it
be- you could be
pure?
proud of your
What is
black
wrong with
race.
that?
Could you tell me where you buy your Bibles at?
At a Bible store.
Where did you buy
King
your
James
Bibles
version.
at?
Place you buy
Anybody in
yours.
here have King James? That's the best
It's a
Bible to
regular
read out
Bible.
of.
It says King James.
Do you
in the
read
front,
it?
You know?
I don't know where y'all buy
Do you
y'all
understand
Bibles
it?
at.
Why does it... Let me ask you
place
this
you do.
question. Let me ask you this question.
I do.
All right, okay. Let me ask you this question. All the people in the world that read the King James Bible, how come there's just this group...
Only the right race understands it.
Okay, well, wait. Hold on.
Only the white race will have his
Hold on.
eyes open
How come
understanding the truth.
99%, how come 99% of white Christians don't believe as you do? And they're reading the same Bible.
Perverted by the Jews, the way they teach it.
So 99% of white Christians are perverted and you're not?
Yeah, because
Exactly.
God came to your particular family and said, you're going to be wise and everyone else in the world is dumb?
No,
Do
we
you
had
honestly
a choice.
believe that?
We didn't listen to the Jews.
Okay, so 99% of white Christians are, as you said, perverted, but you are okay? You?
We know the truth.
What, who,
Mom's
did
Jewish.
God come to you and say, son, you're it?
No.
Well, then how come everyone else is wrong and you're right?
Nobody else, not everybody else is wrong.
Well, we just said that 99%, okay, 98%, whatever that one number is.
There's a lot of Christian identity people out there.
Of the overwhelming majority of white Christians don't believe that. Then they read the same Bible that you do, the King James Bible.
The Jews teach totally wrong.
And somehow they fooled everybody else, but they didn't get to fool you. You are that exceptional. You are that smart. Just you 5 people.
No, I read my Bible and I understand.
And they don't. And they don't. Does the Pope read the Bible?
So get your facts right.
Does the Pope read the Bible?
Yes.
Is the Pope wrong?
Yes.
The Pope has been perverted?
Yes, by the Jews.
He is a Jew.
The Pope is Jewish. See, that's
the Pope is Jewish?
He's half Jewish. His mom is Jewish.
Later, we're going to meet the people responsible for the racial indoctrination of these children, their parents. Please don't go away.
No! Why is she mad? This is fascinating.
This is an incredible show. We certainly are not the first talk show to be dealing with the issue of racism, but what has made this show different so far is that we're letting the kids of racists, we're hearing the racism come out of the mouths of children, and our audience is made up primarily of kids their own age. So this discussion, this debate has been going on among their peers. Now, joining us now is Jennifer and Amy's father, August Kreis, and with him is Nathan, Josh, and Sarah's father, Pastor Mark Thomas. Do you understand what you're doing to your children in terms of they obviously all believe now? I mean, these kids believe what you have told them, but you're sending them out there into this world preaching this hatred. Doesn't that concern you?
I'll answer you. Do you believe what your father told you?
If my
you were indoctrinated,
yes.
or whatever you want to call it, when you were a child.
If my father had taught me hate, I would never have forgiven him for that. Thank God my father did not teach me how to hate other people.
All you people are is hate anyway.
Are you a practicing Jew?
Pardon?
Are you a practicing Jew?
Yes.
Your Talmud teaches that anybody that is not a Jew is a beast and to be exploited and used by Jews. The property of the non-Jew is to be taken by you, that we will tend your fields as slaves.
Never,
your people brought blacks to this country.
Okay, this is not going to become a debate between you and me in the show because I want this primarily to be the kids. But let me just say, I will just say that never for 1 second in my life ever did anybody ever teach me that any other human being is less because of their race, because of their religion, because of how they believe in God. And I would never, ever pass that on to my child. So the answer is no. Now,
what we're saying is a fact that can be proven by anybody that has any doubt about us. To read the Babylonian Talmud and see how evil, vile, disgusting that is.
You know, the problem
I look at you as the enemy.
Yeah, the problem
you're the
is...
Yehudi, Shatan.
Yeah, okay, the problem is you and I are going to pass on and move on to other things. I'll stop doing this talk show one day.
I hope my God comes before that happens.
Okay, well, you'll get your piece of flesh if you get your way. But let me tell you something.
Many pieces of flesh.
The problem is, I can tolerate your hatred and I'll survive it. But you know what? You're sending a child into this world, and this child is going to have to face.
That's only if my God does not return soon enough. Yeah. If he returns soon enough, my child's not going to have to face what you think.
Yeah. I would not gamble with my child.
He gives me a choice.
That's the difference between...
These children here are deceived. I have no animosity towards these children. It's the parents here that teach these children that multiculturalism is right. And it's evil. It's evil.
And all the parents of the world are wrong, right? All the parents of the world are wrong and you're right. Everyone who reads the Bible is wrong, but you're right. Everybody who reads it, all the Christians that read the Bible are right. All the people that go to Catholic Church are wrong. And only God has made you two right. How can you believe that and pass that poison on to your child?
How can you believe that Judeo-Christianity is right?
The what?
Judeo-Christianity. The Babylonian Talmud teaches that Jesus was himself a devil, that his mother was a harlot. Are there Catholics in this audience that know that your book teaches that Mary was a harlot?
All right. Okay. All right.
How can
Now,
you speak?
let me just say a word. Let me just
believe what you want to believe of the Bible. Believe the whole Bible.
Okay.
Love thy neighbor as one would love thyself. Yes, if
Well,
your
I'll be
neighbor
right
is
with you.
another white Christian,
Okay.
not a Judeo-Christian.
Please, may I have order? Please.
Where in the Bible does it say that? See, what they're doing is a sin now. They're changing what God wrote. God never said if they're right. Like he's talking about if.
Sure. Boys and girls, shh. I'm going to take this opportunity, and I feel a necessity to do this because the show happens to have my name on it, that I want to formally apologize to the people of who's ever happens to be watching the show. The point of this show is not to preach the kind of hate that you're hearing today. The point of this show is to say that there are children that are being raised in our country that are having hateful beliefs, and how are we going to deal with it? There is no disrespect meant for anybody's religion. God bless you all. Okay.
With your attitudes, I know that a lot of people will be willing to kill you. Is that fair?
Pardon me?
With your attitudes, I think there will be a lot of people willing to kill you. Do you think that's fair?
Sure. I'm in for a good fight. I am in for a good fight. That's fine.
Right. You're gonna make your ass.
You better start practicing now if you think you're gonna kill me.
You want to kill everybody. Are you proud of
It's just
that?
6'1" bullet. You're not invincible.
I didn't say I wanted to kill everybody.
You think
I
that's-
have enemy identification.
When 6 million Jews got killed, you thought that was good.
6 million lives!
Holocaust? I'm a revisionist. The Holocaust, not a Holocaust. The Holocaust is yet to come.
Okay. So what you're saying, excuse me, you're saying that are you saying that my grandparents and my uncles and aunts were not killed in the Holocaust? Could you help me find them, please, sir? When the show is over, could you come with me and help find them then? Because I happen to
come with you and help find them.
Okay,
they went up in smoke.
Are they hiding out? Did 6 million people suddenly ride away and hide out in the back of some McDonald's? What do you think happened to them, sir? 6 million human beings got killed, got gassed.
How come the numbers don't jive? How come the number of the Jews before and after the war don't jive? How come there were more Jews after the war than before the war if 6 million were killed?
Thankfully, some of us love. We don't just die.
Well, where do you meet up with...
I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what he said.
Where do you meet up with myself and my Palestinian cousins after?
Nobody
we'll see what
claims you-
happens.
Trust
We're going
me,
to be
sir.
fighting side
Trust
by
me,
side.
sir.
Every last Yehudi Shaitan will die.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I want to ask the little girl in the end. You know, I'm a Jew, and you won't come near me. I know that, or you've made yourself clear. Trust me, I won't come near you the way you're talking with the 10-foot pole. But, like, can I ask you, did I crucify your God? Did me, standing right here, did I do that?
You're racist!
You don't know what to say.
Go ahead.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
What's your name?
Margot.
Stand up, Margot. Did Margot crucify your God?
Yes.
Excuse me,
top.
Margot personally? How old are you, Margot?
Ancestors crucified my God.
No, did Margot personally crucify you? How old are you, Margot?
12.
Is God, what was this, 12 years ago that Christ died? Okay. What I'm
She
saying to you...
personally did not crucify him, but her ancestors did, and her race
Okay, so in other words, Margot, did Margot kill your God?
She didn't. Her ancestors did.
Okay, all right. Her ancestors have long since passed. The question now is, are you willing...
We don't hate Jews as an
Are you willing to kill Margot? Are you willing to kill Margot?
When the time comes.
Yes?
We don't hate Jews as an individual person. We hate them as a race. We hate what they stand for.
Okay, but you understand, even if I accept that you're entitled to hate who you want, why, you say you don't hate her personally, but yet you would be willing to kill her. That's what you're saying. Let's stop putting labels.
Jerry, our children already said, when the
do it.
time comes and our God returns and she is marked, if she's not marked, we're not going to kill her. She'll answer to Yahweh. All right, if she is not a Jew. Only
Who's
Yahweh
clapping?
is a true Jew. We cannot do anything until our God returns, except just punishment for people that do things that are against God now.
Yeah.
What we're teaching is no different than what Martin Luther taught, no different than what the early popes taught. They are
It's
a
a little
race
bit
of
different.
devils.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
I didn't say...
back, and we're we've been letting the kids discuss among themselves the issue of the issue of racism, and you had said on prior occasion during this program that there's nothing personal, that you don't hate blacks. There's nothing personal. You just want them to go away, or I'm paraphrasing you now, perhaps live in another country or whatever. And what's your name?
Carla.
Carla. If Carla lived next door to you, would you actually go to her house and say, please get out of the country?
She wouldn't want to live next door to my house.
Why not? Why not?
Because our family is racist, and there's no blacks in the community at all.
Let's say she bought a house to her parents, mom and dad decided...
I wouldn't go up to her and say to move.
You would not?
No.
Well, okay, so in other words, personally, you don't have anything against it. You wouldn't do anything, but yet you'd go out and kill...
I wouldn't kill... I'm not gonna... I would kill a Jew when God says so. But I don't know about the blacks. God doesn't say much about the blacks in the Bible.
I teach them to separate themselves and to preserve their culture and their civilization. That's all.
Why would you want to separate all the blacks from you guys? We all are the same kind. We come from God.
Okay.
God brought us down from here.
Is black beautiful? Yes. Then keep it beautiful. Keep it black.
What? I don't get it. I don't get it.
I would just like to know, you said that when your God comes back, you're going to kill all Jews. So where's your God? Is he like at a pit stop or something?
My God, whom your ancestors and your teachers murdered, will return at the end of this millennium and establish his kingdom on the ashes of your ancestors.
Okay, so we got, what, 7 years?
I don't know. I'm not a prophet.
Well, that's the end of a millennium.
I'm not a prophet. I'm a teacher.
Yeah, well, a teacher should know that 1,000 years is a millennium. You said at the end of the millennium. The millennium is 7 years from now.
The word was age. It's translated millennium from the Greek. It's a non-specific time. I think it's pretty soon.
Okay.
I want to know, if your God told you to kill all the Jews now, would you kill every Jew in here?
If he was here and he gave me the opportunity, yes. David in the Bible wrote psalms about killing people that are the Jews descended from.
And they're going to be easily deceived. Because at the end time, I think the devil's going to come first, deceive everyone, and then the devil... I don't know. I haven't read the Bible in a while, but I feel like if the devil tells him or his people that think the same way he does to kill the Jews, he's going to do it. He's not going to know if it's God. He's going to go on based on what he believes in because he got deceived. This is sad, bro. Benji, if you're watching this, buy me Chipotle, bro. Excuse me. I'll send you the bread.
I think I know where your God came from is underground. The devil.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Amen, buddy. Hallelujah. Nah, sir.
If you just joined us, we're doing something a little different today. We're dealing with an old subject, certainly one that has been worked over quite a bit on the talk shows, which is the issue of racism. But today we focus primarily on young people, young racists, children who are 11, 12. The oldest one here is 14. And our audience...
So you mean to tell me those kids understand the Bible more than adults? They believe they understand the Bible more than adults. My bad.
Studio audience is made up primarily of children so that the kids get to talk to each other about this issue which can so divide America. Let me focus for a second on blacks because we've talked an awful lot about how you feel towards Jews. You say you don't hate blacks. What do you feel about them and what do you want done with them?
When time comes, God will send them back to their homeland, Africa. I have nothing against them.
Why will God send them
What
to
the
Africa.
fuck is she
Because all the
talking
races all go
about?
back to their homeland.
Well, where do excuse me, where do whites go? This used to belong
The
to.
whites stay here, New Jerusalem. America.
Excuse me, whites stay in New Jersey?
New Jerusalem. The
Oh.
United States, New Jerusalem.
Okay, but the Native Americans, which we used to call Indians, they were here first. We have to get out.
No.
This.
No, and
No way.
So when are you leaving?
I'm not leaving. Wait, listen.
Okay, I'll listen. I'll listen.
In the Bible, it says in Genesis 2, in the chapter of 2, in Genesis, it says that be fruitful and multiply, replenish the earth, and subdue it. Subdue it is to rule over, and he was talking to us Israelites, the Adamites, from Adam.
What
He
has
was
that?
talking to Adam.
Okay, well,
We're from Adam.
what has that? Wait a sec. What has that got to do with the fact that if we're returning to where we're from, I gotta tell you that if you go back far enough in your family, you're not from the United States of America. Okay, you're probably.
I don't care, but white
Well,
Christian
wait a
America.
second. You said everybody's got to go
States
back.
is the promised land. God gave it to us.
Okay, so, God gave it.
That's how it goes.
Excuse me?
If you don't like it, then
Excuse me. Wait. God gave the United States of America
it's
to
the
us.
promised land.
Wait, is this in the Bible? The
made
Bible
the
was written
Jerusalem.
before 1776.
Yeah.
Yes, and it does
Wasn't
tell the future.
So how did God know that there was no United States of America? How could God have given? How in the Bible could it say that God?
God prophesies future in the Bible.
Go ahead.
Well, for one, I am a Baptist child, and for one, who do y'all think y'all coming to this state and just saying stuff about our white people here? Us black people were the first people here. Cause I'm Indian, and I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Y'all saying y'all gonna kill somebody? I dare y'all come and touch some of them. Cause all of us is one color. Cause when the lights go off, all of us are black.
God bless you.
He snapped. This nigga Jerry funny, bro. He is the God bless. My bad, bro. My bad. I'm sorry, bro. Did he put his hand up? Huh?
I want to know. I'm white and I'm Christian, just like you. And I believe in the same God you do. But somehow, how can God be hate and love at the same time?
Because there is evil in this world that we were commanded to destroy.
Yes. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
I believe it's like 2 more breaks after this.
Let's just take a second here and
No, this
recognize.
last
Let's
break.
all look at ourselves. I don't think anybody here is so clean that they can honestly say that they have gone through their lives not hating somebody else, not taking part in some kind of racial joke, not taking part in some kind of ethnic joke. The point is that when we start making judgments about other human beings based on the color of their skin or where they go to church, how they believe in God, where their parents are from, when we start with that and tolerate that kind of humor, then one day, if it's not checked, this is the result. And what you wind up is with a 9-year-old girl who is already being taught to hate. That's why the next time you hear one of your friends say, hey, did you hear the joke about the black? Or did you hear the joke about the Italian? Or did you hear the joke about the Jew?
It's funny, bro.
You gotta say, first to yourself and then to your friends, no, I don't think I want to be a part of this humor, because it always starts out as a joke, and one day, unchecked, it can turn into a belief that this very sincere 9-year-old girl sits here on television in front of America, and she hates. She hates. She's ready to kill. That's the danger of racism. That's the danger of ethnic humor. And that's why we got to put a stop to it now.
Thank God
Yes.
this is America and we still have the freedom, right?
Excuse,
You won't never control me, Yehudi.
excuse me, this is to all y'all. If y'all want to get by the Jews, I want to get by y'all because we are one nation and we are one race.
Good for you.
He's just talking, bro. At this point, he just saying anything. Go for it. He just walked away like he did something, bro.
Well, this is for the one in the flower dress. I am a Christian. I go to church every Sunday and read the Bible. I don't see where it says blacks should go back to Africa or Jews should get killed. So wherever you come from, if I was you, I would stop trying to kill somebody and think about what somebody should do to you.
Remember
God
this.
bless.
Remember this. When you go home tonight, open your Bible and turn to John 8:44. And then you will know where I'm coming from about the Jews.
Yes.
John 8:44.
I have a question for the girl in the flower dress. You get me a Bible and you tell me you get me that page, and if it says that God is hate, then I will believe that.
Good. Bible. I'll show you. Hope you mean it.
What kind of Christian you is talking about killing somebody?
If you look at me right now, can you tell if I'm Jewish or Christian?
No.
No.
You look like a white Christian to me. And if you believe that you're a Jew, then you're probably deceived.
Are you a Jew? See, you look white to me.
No, I'm not a Jew.
All right, that girl asked me a question.
Yes.
Do you want to answer?
Go ahead.
All right. Ye are of your father the devil. The lusts of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth.
Is this talking to God?
This is God. This is God talking.
This is God?
This is
This is
God
right.
talking. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own, for he is a liar and the father of it.
Okay.
That's Jesus Christ talking about the Jews.
Yeah.
Our hatred comes out of the Bible.
Well, you're interpreting. Go ahead.
This is to everyone. Minus the religious aspects of all of this, what about the hostility and the anger that's all being bred here? That is, how can that be positive? That's so negative. Even though
This is the only thing that's going to save our race, is the hostility. The hostility. That's all. That's the only thing that's going to save our race from the
Now, if you guys believe in what the hell he's saying, bro, and saying hatred comes from the Bible, this, that, blah, 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 whatever he talking about, just go ahead and subscribe for me, bro. Just go ahead and subscribe for me, bro. Welcome to my ASMR.
All right. Okay. Let me close with you, and I guess I've been spending a lot of time with you because maybe I sense the most hope with you because you're only 9. Is there anything that you have heard today that at least you're willing to say, you know, I'm my own person, I'm my own mind, I'm willing to think about this. If all these very good and decent human beings that come to this show have never met you before the show started, I'm sure they saw, boy, what a cute little girl there. You know, I'd like to be her friend. Is there any possible hope that you will think about all that we've talked about today, and maybe you can grow up not hating? Any hope that we have?
No.
No hope. It's all done. No, let her talk. Go ahead. Explain that. That's it?
That's it.
Do you know more now than you did when you were 5?
Yes.
If you know more now than you did than you were 5, why do you think you won't know more at 15 than when you were 9?
Because this is a free country and I can believe in whatever
I know
I
you're
want
allowed
to.
to.
And you
Oh,
can't
please
change
understand.
What I believe in.
Oh, please understand. You're allowed to believe whatever you want. What I'm saying is, do you think you're now as smart as you're ever going to be?
No.
So therefore, there is the opportunity that as you get older, you can become even smarter.
I'm not going to change what I believe in, so.
I'm just asking whether or not you could become smarter.
Smarter in Christian identity, maybe.
Can you become smarter than you are at 9? Or are you as smart as you'll ever be?
I can become smarter.
Okay. So if you become smarter, there is the hope for all of us that as you become smarter, maybe you'll also become kinder. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
I believe that's it.
Okay. Obviously, I don't agree with anything any of you said today, but this is America, and I will fight to the death your right to say it. So to that extent, I'm glad we had an opportunity to at least hear your views and discuss them. You know, it's easy to pass off the kids we had on our show today as sick and deranged, and I guess they are. But what is criminal is that they weren't born like this. They were taught this poison. They've been raised this way. So the question now becomes, how do we protect the young and the innocent from being so corrupted and abused by their parents? Now, admittedly, the cases we heard today are the extreme, but we've got to know that there are still pockets of racism in America, those who take all the freedoms and blessings of our great country and then defile it with their hate. And the fact is, more often than not, the hate mongers, those who shame America, didn't become that way overnight. The chances are they were raised that way. The chances are they used to be the kids we saw today. So we've got a lot of work to do, a lot of educating to do. Because although some of these kids will someday grow out of it, some won't. And they'll have kids too, reminding us that the fight to keep America decent and free is never over, so long as the human mind has the ability to conjure up hate. We've got to remain vigilant. The price of keeping America free is expensive, but worth it. Till next time, take care of yourself and each other.
Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share. And yeah, I'm out.